everyone. Welcome to week 4 of the Biomed Bootcamp Immune System and Mentorship. Well, mentorship video will be uploaded separately, so in this session we'll be only focusing on the immune system. And I hope so far you guys have enjoyed your time in the Biomed Bootcamp, and I'm really proud of everyone's hard work throughout the bootcamp. So let's dive in today's topic. Okay, I love icebreakers because they are a way of interacting with students. So, for our first icebreaker, let's imagine little soldiers in our bodies fighting and protecting us. What would be the first thing that comes to your head? Well, for me, I think it would be war because anytime I hear white blood cells, immune system, my mind just focuses on a huge war happening inside my body between the foreign substances, mean toxins, allergens, and other types of antibodies that are not supposed to be in your body, and the white blood cells, the immune system components trying to fight, engulf these foreign substances. So I imagine that a war is happening in my body. And so that's the first word that comes to my head. What about you? You could like type it in the comment section. What's the first thing you think of what's the first thing you think of when you hear immune system or you imagine little soldiers in your body fighting and protecting you? Let's move on. So, what is the immune system? In simple terms, the immune system is our body's defense against harmful substances, germs, and diseases. The immune system is this complex network of cells, tissues, organs that all come together to defend the body against things like pathogens, bacteria, virus, fungi, parasites, foreign substances like toxins, allergens, or even cancer cells. Okay, so this is what the immune system is all about: protection, defense, um, wars, as I said. So let's move on. Why do we need our immune system? Well, the immune system is very important as it's able to recognize and fight pathogens, that's germs, viruses, bacteria, fungi, whatever. If we do not have this immune system, we would be falling sick regularly, going to the hospital. Sometimes we might not even survive some certain diseases. But luckily, we have the immune system. When these dangered um, dangerous organisms enter our body, the immune system is able to detect it. We'll learn more about how the immune system is able to detect these viruses, how the immune system is able to detect these pathogens, germs, viruses, and lots more. Now, the second one is that they repair damaged tissues. Yes, the immune system plays a crucial role in repairing damaged tissues through various mechanisms. Like we have macrophage, that's the cleaning up of debris, promotes inflammation and produce growth factors. We have the T cells that regulate inflammation and promote tissue repair, the B cells that produce antibodies to neutralize pathogens and still promote tissue repair. We have the stem cells, we have the fibroblasts that produce collagen and other extracellular components. So yes, they repair damaged tissue. Of course, they remove harmful substances like toxins. And one good thing I love about the immune system is that it's able to remember past infections to prevent future ones. This is what we call the immunological memory. I wonder if you ever heard of that. And when I first heard of this, I couldn't believe it because it was just so surprising that the immune system is able to detect this virus or any other type of pathogen, and later on if it comes in, the immune system is like ready, it has learned from the previous mistakes and the rest. So in simple terms, the immunological memory is the ability of the immune system to recall and respond more effectively to previously encountered pathogens, providing long-term protection against infections. So let's move on. The components of the immune system. Well, before I used to think that the immune system is just like a big wall or a big system that is just one thing, maybe the immune itself. I used to think that there's something like that, but I didn't know that this immune system is made up of key components, and these are the key components that we'll be discussing now. So first of all, we have the white blood cells. Definitely, we know that red blood cells are the ones responsible for transportation of oxygen around the body, and the white blood cells are the ones for defense, for protection, that fight against diseases. So the white blood cells are definitely part of the immune system, and the scientific name or biological name of the white blood cells is called the leukocytes. So instead of saying white blood cells, let's be using the term leukocytes. Under this, we have the neutrophils, the lymphocytes, the monocytes, the eosinophils, the basophils. Well, here I mentioned just two, neutrophils and lymphocytes, but there are others. The neutrophils engulf and destroy bacteria, fungi, and other pathogens. Lymphocytes are the ones that recognize and respond to pathogens. Then we have the B cells, the T cells under the lymphocytes, which the B cells produce these antibodies to neutralize pathogens, and the T cells directly kill infected cells or activate other immune cells. I hope this is understood. Okay, then we have physical barriers like the skin and mucous membranes. The skin and mucous membranes are those ones that like prevent entry of pathogens, traps pathogens in respiratory, gastrointestinal tracts. We have they form barriers against these pathogens in the organs and tissues. That's the epithelial cells. Then we have the lymph nodes, which filter lymphatic fluid, trap pathogens, and activate immune response. And we have the bone marrow, which produces immune cells. Okay. The spleen, sorry, I forgot to mention. The spleen filters blood, stores the immune cells, and removes old red blood cells. So, what haven't I mentioned here? We've discussed about the leukocytes, that's neutrophils, lymphocytes, the lymph nodes, vessels, spleen. Okay, thymus gland. So the thymus gland is located in the chest behind the sternum, and that's in between the lungs. And a fact about this is that the thymus cell is one of the active cells. The thymus gland, sorry, is one of the active glands in children, um, before it moves down as they develop. The thymus grows, matures during childhood and adolescence. Then the thymus glands starts to shrink and involate after puberty. So let's move on. So I know you're probably be wondering how all these things work. Like how does the immune system just start to notice these changes and the rest? Well, it's very simple. Here's a roadmap on how it works. So first of all, we need the pathogen to enter, whether it's the bacteria, the virus, the fungi, the parasite, whatever it is. It enters the body through various means, whether it's through what we inhale, what we eat, what we come in contact with, insect vectors like mosquitoes that carry malaria. That's the first stage. So after this, it recognizes the sorry, it recognizes the pathogen that has just entered the body. That's one good thing about the immune system. It recognizes it immediately. Then activation. The immune system activates immune cells such as the T cells, the B cells, macrophages, and neutrophils to eliminate pathogens through cell-mediated and antibody-mediated responses. Then we have the attack stage where the immune system infectious cells, including T cells and the B cells, are woken up to eliminate and to attack and eliminate these pathogens through cell-mediated killing, antibody neutralization, and phagocytosis. So phagocytosis is in simple terms is just when it's the process when these cells like try to engulf the pathogens. Then we have the memory and recovery stage where we talk about the immunological memory. After the immune system retains the memory of these pathogens, T cell, B cell, they have the T cell memory, the B cell memory. We have the immunological memory, which is the long term protection. Let's move on. Icebreaker. So, what new facts have you learned? And if you already knew all these things, what's your favorite part of the job? that the immune system does, or one ability of the immune system that stands out to you. For me, one thing that stands out to me about the immune system is the immunological memory. I'm still shocked, still surprised. No matter how I read it, I'm still wondered about how the immune system is able to remember these past events. Then we see the phagocytosis. I love that process so much, where we go to in which the cells engulf and digest these foreign particles such as bacteria, dead cells, and debris. I really find it very interesting. So let's move on. Oh, I'm really sorry for this. I think the text duplicated, but what is here is that 10 diseases that could be cured by the immune system. Remember, the immune system is able to sorry, what was I saying? The immune system is able to fight these diseases to a certain level, while vaccine and immunization and drugs are only there to support and build the immune system. Okay, but I know that these diseases, the immune system can handle it, but it still needs external help. So we have common cold, flu, sinus infections, bronchitis, conjunctivitis, urinary tract infections, gingivitis. Let's move on. So, sorry for the too much icebreakers. What do you think would happen to you if you don't take care of your immune system? This is a very common question, very easy to answer. Of course, if you don't take care of our immune system, we're not able to carry out daily activities. We'll be feeling weak easily. We get sick easily every time in and out of the hospital. Lots of things can go wrong in our body if we don't take care of the immune system. How do we take care of our immune system? Number one, get enough sleep. It's important to get enough sleep. I remember the period where I had lots of things to do, schoolwork, I had lots of teaching lessons to do, projects, social impact initiatives, lots more. I couldn't sleep properly, and I discovered that it made me feel so weak. I couldn't even continue with daily activities. So I decided that even if I'll stay or maybe 3 hours late, 2 hours late, I must get a good night's sleep or even afternoon sleep. Just rest whenever possible. Exercise regularly through dancing, gymnastics, jogging, running, anything. Just exercise, eat a balanced diet. And when I say eat a balanced diet, I do not mean in the morning, I do not mean like taking different food. Like in the morning, let's say you took rice. In the afternoon, you took indomie. That's noodles. In the evening, you took let's say cereal. That's not a balanced diet. Balanced diet doesn't mean that you take different food. It means having the six classes of food in their right order. Maybe you have to have some taste of vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, just like that. Then always remember to stay hydrated. Water is good for the body. Don't smoke, limit alcohol consumption, manage stress. This is one of the main things that we need to do to take care of our immune system. Also, practice good hygiene. When there's a vaccine out, remember to get vaccinated. It's important. In the next slide, we'll look at the difference between vaccination and immunization. Then we have to maintain a healthy weight. Moving on, vaccination and immunization. So vaccination refers to the act of administering a vaccine to help the body's immune system fight against specific diseases. Immunization, on the other hand, is the process by which a person becomes protected against a specific disease through vaccination or exposure to a mild form of the disease, that the immunological memory. I wonder if you've heard of this before, that maybe if someone gets XYZ disease, they are likely not going to catch it immediately or easily when they stay close to someone that has the XYZ disease. That's due to the immunological memory, and the immune system is boosted. But what we're trying to say is that vaccination is when they give you that drug like substance we call vaccine to boost the immune system. The immunization is when your immune system has already become protected against that disease through vaccination or exposure to a mild form of disease. If you have any questions, please you can send it through the attendance form, the assignment form, or through the comment section regarding this vaccination and immunization, and I'll be glad to answer it. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry for being fast, but I hope you understood it. If you have any questions, I am free to take it. And well, our assignment for this week is to how you could like manage stress and how stress affects the immune system. More details on this will be shared on your group. Thank you. Have a lovely day, and thank you for being active scholars of the Biomed Bootcamp.